shifts in many of our schedules, and our lives, kind of our daily lives have been flipped upside down, are impacting our sleep patterns and disrupting our sleep. But now what? Right? What are the other factors that involved in your bedtime challenges, and how can they be changed like now, today, right? There are 3 kind of hidden factors to your lack of quality sleep, and some simple changes that you can make today to up the sleepy time in your bed tonight so that you can feel better, so that you can have more energy, have a more positive attitude during the day. And all of these factors increase your immune system as a bonus. Pay no attention to the dogs barking in the background. I don't know what's going on, but maybe it will last the whole time. If so, that's what this is about, live. Okay, let me know how you are joining in. Nancy, you say you have a lot to put into your daily routine. You thought you were retired. Yes, we're gonna talk about some changes you can make today. So I hope this is beneficial to you. Let me see if I can. Let's see. How can I add this in here so that we can all see? Make sure we're staying on topic here. Right? Oops, wrong way. Okay. All right. And if you're just joining in, and if you're watching on the recording or on the replay, let us know where you're joining in from. Give us some hearts, some likes. But I'm curious, how many of you has your sleep been disrupted as of late? Or maybe it's been a struggle even before the latest current events. Give me a struggle. Give me that word so that I can know how many of you are dealing with some sleep disruption. But today, we're going to be free from insomnia, free from restlessness, free from counting sheep. Yes. Free to get into R.E.M, free to sleep well, free to restore our bodies, free to be refreshed. How many of you, that sounds amazing to you right now? It does to me. It does to me. Now I have a gift for you. If you would like access to a full written guide of today's Free Friday, just type in the comments sleep, and I'll make sure you get them, as well as my 2 favorite sleep diffuser blends and a couple of other goodies. And those of you who are joining us on Instagram, you're actually in the cheap seats. So come join us over on Facebook at 3 Life Essentials. That way you can get all of this goodness that I'm sharing with you today, and some of the visuals that I'm going to be sharing as well. So go ahead and just kind of sprinkle this amongst your peeps. Do not keep this information to yourself. Be brave and let others know. But and we may just have barking dogs the whole time. Those of you who are new, my name is Amy Miller, and I help moms of little ones bring natural solutions and holistic resources into their everyday lives, simplifying life, health, and spirit so that they can spend time enjoying their family instead of researching and worrying over all the things. My husband, Jim, and I are passionate about helping others feel better naturally. We are not just wellness advocates, we're advocates for change. And this is Free Friday. This is our weekly series on Fridays to experience life more fully, more abundantly, and bonus if we can do this naturally, right? So as an educated woman, I know that you already know that having a bedtime routine helps, right? You already know that blue light filters and reducing screen time helps. At least I think you do. Right? If not, let's talk, and I'll share some other tips with you. But what else could be contributing to this? It's not only about the falling asleep, but the staying asleep. And what about the last time you dreamed? So getting into that coveted R.E.M is what you really want to feel your best and tackle tomorrow. But sometimes how? You know, I've been there. I have. I feel like I've been kind of perfecting and honing this sleep part of my wellness. You guys know, you guys have seen our wellness pyramid here before. This sleep here is all this rest and managing stress. This is a huge part of our building block for our wellness and how we feel day to day and how our body healthy it is. And I feel like I've been kind of perfecting and honing this area of my life probably for the last 5 years. And because I was struggling. So let's dig in to these 3 hidden factors. But before we do, I want to make sure we establish together the value of sleep, because I want to make sure that we're on the same page there. How many of you that have struggled with sleep really know the value of sleep? I'm going to show you guys some tidbits here in the screen as we go, because I want to really dig into this value of sleep. So did you know that 33% of Americans are not getting enough sleep at night? And I would say that probably that's even higher right now. But lack of sleep impacts our immune system, our cardiovascular system, and our overall health, as well as our ability to lose and maintain weight. Hello. So I want you to look at just some of the short-term and long-term effects of disrupted sleep here. Look at this. I'm going to see if I can show this in here. Okay, let me hide this here so you guys can see this. Okay, look at this. So look at some of the short-term and the long-term effects of this sleep disruption here. And did you know that even research shows that even just 24 hours sleep deprivation results in 6% less glucose to your brain? So literally, you get dumber. How many of you can attest to that fact? I mean, I have lived with short-term and probably even a little bit of long-term sleep disruption, because I dealt with it for about 2 years. But you experience a loss of attention, short-term, memory impairment. Many have likened it to actually being drunk. But long-term, and look at then the psychiatric effects later on as well. I want you to see even this one too. I'm going to hide this one here and show you guys. Look at this one. Look at sleep deprivation on some brain activation when you're performing math. So look at the rested brain there, and look at the sleep deprived brain. It's not activating. Okay. It's not activating. So we actually get dumber. I don't know about you, but this is not the time for us to get dumber, right? Okay, so let me tell you this though. Here's the cool thing. Our sleep gives our body prizes. Who wants prizes? Yes, that's right, prizes. It actually fortifies your immune system, your metabolism. It increases your physical energy, improves the function of your brain. Your brain actually gets a total rehab during sleep. It's like its own waste disposal system is active when you're getting quality sleep. Now, many of you may be like, I never have trouble falling asleep, but are you getting quality sleep and getting into that restorative state? So let's reframe our idea of sleep and make it something that our body gets to do each night. Okay. Okay. So now that we've established kind of the value of sleep, I want to ask you, how many of you love wearing, this is kind of a shift. You may think this is kind of a shift here, but how many of you love wearing your sunglasses when you head outside? Give me like the little sunglasses emoji if you do. Even when you're watching on the replay or the recording, share with me if you like wearing sunglasses when you head outside. I know I do. I have blue eyes, so I have a tendency to have be a little bit more sensitive to the sunlight. So I for sure am usually wearing sunglasses, but let me know with your little sunglasses emoji if you love wearing sunglasses when you head outside. Okay, so the number one hidden factor in why you're not getting enough sleep is you're not getting enough sunlight during the day. Okay, so did you know that your sleep cycle is actually heavily impacted by the amount of sunlight that you receive each day? Now, it may seem a little counterintuitive, but getting more sunlight during the day can help you sleep better at night. Science shows that there's certain times of the day even that your body is designed to release specific hormones like serotonin, melatonin. And there was an interesting study with these office workers on sleep quality. And compared to office workers who have direct access to windows at work and those office workers who didn't have access to windows, they got 173 less exposure to natural light. And as a result, they slept an average of 46 minutes less each night. Now, that may not seem like very much, but that resulted in more reported physical ailments, lower vitality, lower sleep quality. And when you think about 46 minutes each night, that's hours and hours each week less. So, and the office workers that had more natural light exposure, they tended to be more physically active, the happier, they had an overall quality of life, higher quality. So now let's think about melatonin. I know many people look to melatonin when they're having trouble sleeping. And this is an interesting thing. So melatonin does kind of gradually decline as we age, but you won't experience such a dramatic drop off if you get sunlight exposure daily. So simply put, when you get more sunlight exposure during the day and less exposure at night, you're on your way to a magical sleep formula. So here's my prescription for you. Direct sunlight, at least 30 minutes. Ideally, if you can get it sometime between 6 and 8:30 a.m., that's the most beneficial. But if you just get it at all, it'll still be beneficial. And think about, I want you to retrace your steps over the last week, 2 weeks, even month. Think about how much direct sunlight you're actually getting each day, especially for those who get up, get dressed, drive to work, get in their car, drive to work, get to the office, get out and go in the office all day. When are you getting this direct sunlight? And here's the thing. This is the tie in to your sunglasses, okay? So the sunlight needs to hit your optical receptors to trigger those right hormones. So you don't always want to be wearing sunglasses, but you also want to use a balance of also protecting your eyes. So basically, don't wear your sunglasses for fashion. I know maybe that's not what you want to hear, but you need that direct sunlight to hit your optical receptors to trigger that melatonin and the serotonin. Okay, so anybody loving this so far? Yes? Okay, so here's key number 2. This is the hidden factor number 2 here that we're going to talk about. And the other hidden factor is that you're getting too hot at night. Okay, you're getting too hot. Thermal regulation is heavily influencing on your body's sleep cycles, and your core body temperature typically drops in order to get in the state of rest. However, if your environment is too warm, so if your thermostat's too high or you're wearing too warm of clothes or too many clothes, you are going to wake up more easily during the night and you're going to have difficulty sleeping. So, in fact, studies have shown that insomniacs have a significantly warmer body temp before bed, and they get better sleep when they're able to cool off before bed. So make sure that your temperature, your thermostat in your bedroom stays close to 68 degrees at night, between 60 and 68 degrees. That's kind of the sweet spot. Now, for those of you who are like, that's too cold for me, you can still get some warmth under. Like if you want to get under the covers and things like that, but the temperature around you needs to stay close to the recommended 68 degrees at night. Okay. So let's be cool, right? Okay. Now this third hidden factor here, let me remove some things out of here so we don't have everything in the way. Okay. So the third hidden factor of why you're not getting enough sleep is that your inner chatter keeps going. Now, anybody have ever heard this quote? It's, my bed is a magical place where I suddenly remember everything I was supposed to do, right? Is that you? Anybody? You think about the who, the what, the where, the when, the why, the how of your life, and when you're supposed to be sleeping. Okay, so you may want to jot these down, or if you don't want to jot these down, just type in the comments sleep and we'll give you these written notes. But here's number one of ways that you can affect this today. Put a pen in a notebook by your bed tonight. Then you can jot down whatever idea, whatever task, whatever you're mulling over, and it's going to help you release it and calm that inner chatter. The second thing you can do is you can train your brain to get into a relaxed state, which reduces cortisol. Think Headspace app. It's my favorite app. And if you don't know how to access it, it's amazing, but it can help you get into your brain to get into that relaxed state and get that inner chatter calmed down. Another thing you can do is 4x4 breathing. How many of you are familiar with 4x4 breathing? This is something that my husband taught me a couple of years ago, and he loves it because Navy SEALs use it, okay? It's a powerful tool to move you out of that habitual shallow chest breathing that many of us find ourselves doing and getting into a deeper, relaxing state of breathing. So all you do is you breathe in for 4 counts through your nose, hold for 4 counts, breathe out for 4 counts, and hold for 4 counts. And you do that over multiple segments and you'll find yourself calming down. Now, you can even use all of these. There are times when maybe I'm in a state where that inner chatter keeps going and I'm using all these tools. And while you're breathing, you might as well be breathing. You might as well break out the essential oils, okay? These have been studied to enter the limbic system of the brain and create chemical changes in the brain. So oils like, I don't have it here, cedarwood increases your REM activity. Oils like vetiver quiet the mind chatter. Lavender calms the central nervous system. Juniper berry calms nighttime anxious thoughts. And there are several others. My personal favorite is the Serenity blend. That has lavender and cedarwood and vetiver all tied in it. And the combination with the Serenity restful capsules, these two are a perfect combination to be using in conjunction with all of this, getting into that deeper state of sleep, that R.E.M, restorative sleep, and calming that mind chatter. Okay, so call to action here. I want to put you into action mode, not just receiving mode. Tell me, which one of these are you going to take action on tonight? Which one of these key factors? Let's do a speedy recap. Okay, today you're going to get more sunlight today. Now, we've already passed the 6 to 8:30 a.m. time frame for most of you who are watching. But get it today, 30 minutes into those optical receptors. Number 2, be cool at night. Set your thermostat at 68 degrees or a little bit less. And then number 3, calm your inner chatter. I'm going to be sharing gifts of my book, my favorite sleep book, and my favorite sleep spray recipe, along with my 2 diffuser blends when you comment below with the word sleep. I'm about to sign off. I'm gonna share with you guys this little. Actually, let me make sure I show you. This is my bedtime routine when you want to calm the inner chatter here. So you want to take a screenshot of that for sure. If you want to find out when we're coming live next time, just type in the comments, remind me or reminder, and I'll make sure that you get a reminder next week so you don't miss out. But our next live wellness masterclass is going to be Friday, April 11th. These are complimentary, but we get into the real juicy stuff. So if you'd like to register for the next one, type in masterclass and you'll get it. Those of you who are a part of our Essential Life Tribe, our online oil camps return in April. Yes, these are our exclusive 10-day camps that we provide exclusively for you. You get in small group video coaching from our coaches, as well as community and prizes. So if you want more info about Oil Camp 1 and 2 starting back on April 20th, just type in Oil Camp below and I'll make sure you get all the details. Let's see, what else? Here's a funny for you. Let me remove this here and so you can see it. It might look like laziness when I sleep in, but with my diffuser running, I'm being quite productive on a cellular level. This is funny, but yet true. So if you'd like a reminder of when we go live again, just let me know with remind me. Let me see. What else am I missing here? Anything else? Oh, I want to make sure everyone has an opportunity to oh, actually, I already shared that about oil camp. So I'm going to sign off here. Again, my name is Amy Miller. I help moms of little ones bring in natural tools and holistic resources into their everyday lives, simplifying life, health, and spirit so that you can spend time enjoying your family instead of researching and worrying all the things. So thank you guys for joining me today, you guys. I'll see you guys back here next week. Bye, everybody.